folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Assassin's Creed Valhalla Let's Play adventure. Hallelujah, we're back! Isn't it fantastic? If you have not yet watched it, we played through the entirety of Assassin's Creed Mirage here recently. We took a little break. We did what I guess is the first ending of Valhalla. And after that, I said, well, I've got to know more about this Basim character and what he's all about. So we went and played Mirage. And I'll tell you what, we probably should have played more of Valhalla before we did that so that we could actually maybe understand what was happening in Mirage. I'm still confused, but it was a fun game. It was a good game. The entire Let's Play is available on this very channel, so give that a watch. I also released a compilation, an AI remastered compilation of my first Assassin's Creed Let's Play. So if you want to watch that, that's also available. But we're back in Valhalla. There's a lot to do before we're done with the game, before we finish the game. I got those quotes up ready to go real early in advance of finishing. Gilliam told me I think there's 6 endings, and we've gotten like 1 or 2 of them. Which makes sense. That's kind of how Assassin's Creed Odyssey was, where you had the main story to, like, the war, the main story to the family, the main story to the... There was, like, a bunch going on, right? There was many starts and many stops, and I love that game. I adore that game. I would replay that game. But not yet. Not yet. Few more. I need to wait at least 10 years so that the hankering for it is strong. The nostalgia is strong. Alright, we're going into Valhalla now, though. So, let's get back in there and see what awaits us. My gosh, I definitely thought when I said that we'd be in there a lot faster. We're just sitting on a checking for ad. There we go. I do know one thing we need to do is I said that I found... I found the sword of King Arthur. I just never went back for it. I found it while exploring, and I was like, okay, we'll mention this in the next video. And while recording the next video, I was like, guys, you won't believe what I found. I'll show you. You gotta trust me. You gotta believe me on this. And then we just never went back for it. Also, where the big machine is at the end of the previous installment, you know, where Layla currently is residing, I believe that there was another room that we just didn't go in, that we kind of peeked through and then carried on. There was some confusion. There was a whole discussion on the Patreon Discord. Patreon.howdyfolks.net if you'd like to join. With me and Gilliam trying to figure out how that actually ended. My understanding of it was you had a computer and a machine, and they're 2 separate bits. And that at the end of it, Layla went into the computer, but then also shut down the machine. Because the 2 are separate, right? It's like a computer and a printer. You can print things on the computer to the printer, but you can turn the printer off and the computer still works. Likewise, the machine that generated the electromagnetic field was activated by Desmond at the end of 3 in a cave in North America, even though the machine is in Norway. And then Layla goes to Norway and shuts the machine down, but the computer is still running, and she's in there. That has to be how it worked, because the machine wasn't running when Eivor and Sigurd got there, but the computer was. And there was always someone in the computer, and then they went into the computer, and then they left Basim plugged into the darn computer for another 1,000 years, bless his soul. No wonder he came out and the first thing he did was put on a wolf howling at the moon shirt. His brain's all scrambled from being in a computer for 1,000 years. And then after 1,000 years of living in the computer, Desmond then turned on the machine that generates the field, which has now been turned back off by Layla, but she's living in the computer. It's a whole convoluted sort of situation. I'm not really sure what to make of it, but we're back in Valhalla. Here we are, and my goodness, it's been a while. Who are you? What do you want? I don't want to talk to you right now. I actually don't know who you are or what you want. I also am going to have to get used to the controls here again. There's a lot going on, though. I know there's a lot of DLC stuff. I do also know that if we go back into the table, there's more stuff to do. We cleared off the table, but we're not going to do that right now. We're actually going to, having now returned here, we're going to go back to Norway. I wasn't joking. I got to figure this out. It's going to drive me crazy. I also think it's wild we can go back to Vinland when there's just nothing to do there. I think over the course of 2 or 3 episodes, went right through that. Said, hello, North America. Goodbye, North America. Thank you for your time. It was a wonderful experience. See you later. Went right back here to merry old England. All right. Can we fast travel? Oh, gosh, that's right. I forgot. Oh, man. Yeah, my buttons were very different. I figured out how to do buttons in Mirage. Hold on. Okay, so you can't do that in this game. Oh, I'm just going to have to get used to it then. In Mirage, you could have it to where tapping a button did one thing and holding it did something else. So I had tap tab for map and hold tab for missions. And we're just not going to be able to do that, and I'm not going to change what the buttons do right now. That's fine. Hit the M for the map. There's a whole lot of really cool mechanics as well that were in Mirage that are not in this game. So this is a whole new region up here that we've just not explored. Like, all we've done is we sailed up north here and went into a cave. We didn't collect anything along the way, and there are no convenient fast travel points over here. Can we even get back to the cave? We have to be able to because we didn't get everything back there. We're going to fast travel back up to here. And then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. In like a lickety-split, I'm going to run up and grab these 2 synchronization points, which should be the last 2 in the entirety of the overworld, if I'm not mistaken. Granted, there's still other dimensions and things that we need to go explore and whatnot. But I'm going to go grab these two posts. Man, frame rate seems pretty dicey right now. Can we turn this on? There we go. 130. We're all right. 140. It's fine. I'll tell you what, one thing I appreciate. That's not the map button. If we open up the map, we can scroll in and out just fine. How about that? Mirage, you taking notes? You want to patch your 2-year-old broken game? It's a year. You know what? Let me apologize to Ubisoft. The broken game that they re-released, still broken on Steam, is only a year old. Is it time to get a refreshed horse? I don't even remember what our horse looks like. Are we still riding around on a big cat or something? What button summons horse? Oh my gosh, we just watched it spawn into existence. Well, I don't see the horseman we would talk to around here, so I guess this isn't a proper stable. Alright, this is where we're going. We're gonna go 1, and then we're gonna go 2. I didn't mean to actually track that, but I mean, I guess while we're in the area. I'll tell you what else is gonna mess me up. You gotta hold down V to do your little pulse, and then it's tap V. Before, okay, in Mirage, and I appreciate that they did that, Eagle Vision and Summon Bird was 2 different buttons, okay? They put Bird on B, which makes sense, because Bird. But not in this game. I'm gonna have to remember that. Also, we don't have proper Eagle Vision. Which, you know what? We're not an assassin in this game. At no point could you ever make the claim that Eivor is an assassin, which is one of the weird things about this game and the 2 games preceding it. I'll give you this with Origin. At the very least, you were like a proto-assassin, right? You were the first assassin. I kind of thought I could cross this. What happened to this bridge? You know, you were playing as, well, his name will come back to me. Did it start with an O? No, the game started with an Origin. Start with a B. Bayek. You're playing as Bayek, and he... Right? Bayek? We're going to say that that's it, and we're going to be really confident with it and just charge forward. He was the first of the assassins, right? Like back when they became the hidden ones. That was him. That was his whole thing. Good on him. But then you go to Odyssey, and it's like, no, you've gone further back. There's definitely no assassins. That's fine. You get to this game, at least there are assassins. But that's it. There is... You're not playing as one. They just exist in the world. And then you play Mirage, and you get back to it. You get back to it. I heard a rumor... So I watched the deleted end credit scene for Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is set in apparently the distant future. And apparently starting with Mirage, but also starting with Shadows. That was a mistake that I shouldn't have done. That was an accident that I shouldn't have done. Do I want to zoop down there? Is there a reason to? Apparently, starting with that game, all of the modern-day, current-day stuff is going to be set in the future, which I think is a bad mistake and kind of dumb. I sort of hate it. Then again, it's Ubisoft. They don't know how to do things right anymore. They used to know how to do good things. Now they only do inept things, which is a tragedy. Also, I really should have grabbed this while I was up here mere moments ago, and I don't know why I didn't. I guess I forgot about it. I kind of thought they were getting ready to bring back Desmond. And the reason is, in Assassin's Creed, it's Syndicate or it's Unity, I can't remember which. But in one of them, you find this cloth that can restore cells. And it kind of made it sound like they were going to try to get Desmond's body back and put the cloth on him. And, like, restore his body and try to resuscitate him. And then use him to do some more Abstergo things. And I was like, that could be cool. Return of Desmond, fan favorite character. He had his noble death. You know, his noble sacrifice. Spoilers, I guess, for the original Desmond games. And then they bring him back just to, like, torture him and treat him cruelly. I appreciate what they're doing there. And then they just didn't do that. And then nothing they've done has made sense since then. This is, like, really slow motion. I don't know if it's supposed to be. I feel like it should be faster than this. I guess the objective is to prevent Eivor from breaking his legs, but are those polar bears? I guess they would have polar bears in Norway. Yeah, that checks out. Let's go try to fight one. Oh, good, we're all out of arrows. Alright, I guess we're gonna go fight them with our bare hands, then? Yeah, let's go, big boy. Let's go. Come on. Oh, no you don't, big boy! Oh, right, you don't hold down the attack button in this. Yeah, take that! You better get rolling, big boy! You better get rolling on! Oh, this game is great. Oh, the combat's wacky. So I think I just let this charge. And then I go. And it just, yeah, it does a big attack, but not the biggest attack. This is much better, I think. And then my other abilities are to hit 3, which I think just lets me run around and hide or something. And then I don't remember what 4 does. That was weird. You see him kick his legs in the air back there? Like you just don't care? Alright, here we go. Yep, so that's 4. No, that's 3. Lets me reposition or, like, get away from them. I don't remember what 4 does. We'll have to figure that out in a minute. I had originally intended for this just to be a couple of snap cuts, right? To me having, or maybe a couple of clock wipes to me doing that and then me doing this. Seals! Oh, let's go. Majestic, beautiful, dead. Do I get seal tail? I did. I guess I can't summon a boat, huh? Can I survive that? Wait, what am I saying? Yes, of course I can! Call Longship! I was thinking of it more like, you know, calling an animal. You know, I can't summon a boat to my location. It is deadly cold, that's why we need to hurry up. What's up? Thanks for coming to get me. We're not going that far. So, I guess the next question is, am I going to be playing Shadows on release? Because I've said a couple of times now I won't. I'm gonna wait till the first big sale. Probably sometime in the spring. If the game actually comes out in February, press X'd it out. But if it does, by April it'll be on sale, right? Like, we can pretty much guarantee it will be. So, my thinking right now is that I just wait until April. And I can buy the game then. And, you know, I don't have to be in any kind of rush or anything. But I don't know for sure if that's what I'll do. I kind of want to instead, after I finish this game, take my time, you know, not rush through this, just take my time, finish this up to 100%, and then replay the original game. I think that's still something that interests me, that's still something I want to do, and it still might be something I end up doing. We've talked about it a lot in Mirage. Maybe it ends up being a live stream series. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it ends up just being something I play in my own time. It won't take that long. You know, I think the entire Let's Play that I did originally fit into a pretty tight little... I don't even remember how long that was. It wasn't very long. I put all 14 episodes back-to-back in a single video, you know, a single remastered video, and then uploaded it. And, yeah, I could check, but I'm not going to. Take my word for it, it was under 12 hours, because YouTube limits you to 12-hour uploads. I don't know if you folks knew this. I found that out when I tried to do my first big compilation of all of the Skybees videos. Or was it Tekkit? I can't remember now which one I did first. But it was pretty disappointing. Because I thought I could string them up. Because they used to allow you to do basically unlimitedly long videos. That's how you get those 100-hour videos that people have uploaded. And I was like, that's great, that's wonderful, that's perfect. Took it away. There's a size limit of 256 gigs and 12 hours. Something I've thought about doing is taking all the episodes of this series, putting them in like a VLC playlist, and replaying the whole Let's Play from start to finish as a live stream. Because I thought that could be fun. Alright. Sync up that viewpoint. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, those are clouds. It looked like some sort of weird mass in the sky. Right over there. But I think that's just a cloud up at the top. It was like some sort of strange nebula. You know, if I wanted to 100% this region, it's literally like... We find one more glowing... Right there. There's the treasure. And then it's just 1, 2, 3, 4... Looks like 5 mysteries. Oh, right there. 5 mysteries. Collecting all of these isn't even a part of it. Let's go ahead and do it while we're just up here. Why not? Let's 100% the whole region. You folks don't mind. I know that you don't. I know that you're thinking, wow, I love Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's my favorite Assassin's Creed game. And I love watching my favorite YouTuber who plays Assassin's Creed and is my favorite Assassin's Creed YouTuber also play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I love these Let's Play videos. I'm going to watch them all and tell all of my friends to as well. Even if they mock and ridicule me for watching this, I'm going to actually, possibly, ruin friendships over this. It's worth it. That's you saying that, not me. I wouldn't want to ruin any friendships. Unless it means, you know, you're now desperate for new friends and you want to get on that Howdy Folks Discord, so you go to patreon.howdyfolks.net. We would not have survived that drop if that had happened the way I just momentarily imagined it happening. That sent a shiver down me spine. Having completed the first ending of this game, I gotta say, I think I might have been too hard on it. I think I've had a lot of really harsh criticisms of these games, and I stand by all of them. But I don't think this game's nearly as bad as I kind of have been thinking it is. The name makes a lot more sense now, considering what the end goal of reaching Valhalla, you know, and seeing what that was. The stuff with Layla, I don't know, I still feel like Layla is a wasted character in a sense. But I feel better about the whole thing. Of course, we're gonna, as we continue playing and doing the other endings, I'm sure my thoughts and opinions will continue to shift. One thing that I still feel very strongly about is that these puzzles with the stones, absolutely terrible. Absolutely the harder ones are next to impossible and the controls are nonsensical. I've looked up pictures of how to complete these.
Eivor, did you hear? The king will visit tomorrow. Sigurd will be with him.
Okay, this one's easy.
Father told me, but I cannot play too often with Sigurd. He always steals my stones and calls me troll too.
I can think of one way to fluster him. Use all of these stones for your next cairn. He'll have none for himself.
I could build the largest cairn he has ever seen. He would be so jealous.
Take these. Make him smile.
Yes.
And did your father mention Gunnar's arm ring?
No? Not that I remember.
I'm just listening to them now.
Speak with your father tonight. He has a special task for you.
Well, that was lovely. Let's validate. That one was easy, but some of them get weird and difficult, and I hate them. You know what's weird is I forgot we had stamina in this game, because I guess it's never really that big of a factor for us at this point. We've been so kind of overpowered and overleveled for so much of this Let's Play at this point that it's not been something I take into consideration all that often. But when I went into Mirage, I was like, oh, that's different, that's new, that's novel, having that stamina that we need to keep an eye on. It's not, it's just... We were back to square one. We were back at first base. It was difficult again, because it was the start of a new Let's Play. What I liked most about Mirage was that it didn't overstay its welcome. We blitzed right through that game, and when it was done, it was done. It felt nice and like a nice, succinct finale. I still feel like, and people are going to say, oh, it was a shorter game, but I feel like it was too shallow of a story. I don't feel like I really got invested in Basim's life or any of his friends and compatriots. And it's not because that the story was short. It's because there just was not enough depth. You can have a lot of depth. Like, think about a movie. In 2 hours, you can get super invested in a bunch of characters and their struggles and their strife. Like, you go watch the first Lord of the Rings movie, the whole Lord of the Rings can be watched in, like, under 10 hours. So, like, don't tell me you can't accomplish the same thing in a 30-hour game. But the point is, you finish that first movie, you're thoroughly invested in everyone. 2.5 hours, 3 hours, close to, if you're watching the extended editions, you're, like, super invested in everyone's life in that time. You should be able to accomplish that here, too. Oh, hey, guys. That's cruel. That's mean-spirited. Stop that. We gotta figure out what 4 does. Oh, that's where we play dead. Yeah, they don't care about that, I don't think. I'm having a rough go of things here. I'm having a truly rough go of things. Can I dodge into this guy to get behind him, or does that only work with certain attacks? I think that only works with the big red attacks. I don't know what he was about to do there. Maybe, like, heal himself, but we're not going to allow it, I'll tell you that. Come here! Come here! There we go. Alright, now this guy. That's cruel. Okay, guy spitting fire or whatever he's doing is also very irritating. We'll go deal with him next, now that we've decapitated this man. That just seems uncalled for. I see this other guy. I see him. We're gonna deal with him. Don't worry. We're gonna get rid of Madman first. I gotta finish all these guys off before I have to remember what button we're supposed to use to heal, because I don't remember what button we're supposed to use to heal. Is that it? We do it? We do a great job. Mystery completed. Pats on the back. Fly Garrick completed. Pats on the back. Oh, sorry, what? Oh, there do be wolves here in these parts. There do be wolves. I didn't even mean to do that, but it was kind of cool, and I'm glad that I did. So are they poisoned now, or what do they do? What is that? Why are they glowing green? What did that button even do? It kind of looks like it might be poison. I gotta figure out what some of these other ones do. I think one just throws axes, which is also fun if you hit your targets with them, which I kind of did on the last ones. 2, I think still shoots through things, maybe? What does 4 do? Is that like... Oh, right, explosive arrow. Good job, bird. Okay, you know what? Enkidu didn't do that, so I'm glad to be back here with other bird, whose name I can't remember. I actually can't. What is this bird's name? Just assuming I need to blow something up, because why else would this be here? Probably that wall? Maybe not. Maybe that just needed to be moved. Maybe that wall had to be blown up so I could move that! I don't remember. What is the name of the bird in this? Susan? Susan Boyle? Let's go. A little bit of treasure. Minor headhunter rune. Big stuff, big exciting stuff to be found around here. Having a good time. Well, that's an irritating place to put one of these gosh darn opals or whatever these things are I'm after. That's just a super irritating place to put it. I'm angry. I'm upset. I'll get over it. Who keeps these beacons lit, by the way? That's not real. No one comes out here and lights those. What are they fueling with them with? Okay, well there we go. There's our opal. Hope it was worth it. Can we just throw ourselves off the edge here and not die? We didn't take that much damage, actually. I think we probably could have. Yeah. Uh-oh. A distortion. I normally do these off camera. In fact, everything I'm doing right now, I normally do off camera. I normally don't do exploration in this game on camera, but we might as well. I don't know what doing all of these distortions accomplishes. Probably something important for the plot. They're not that much fun, and they're not all that interesting. In fact, I actually find them to be somewhat grating to perform. Oh, we're doing it as Basm now! Let's go! Is Basm gonna...
Yes, here we are. My anomalies. Let's see how these turned out.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Is the implication there that it's Basm's responsibility for these things being in the world? Really? My anomalies, let's see how these turned out. That's weird. I didn't know that. I'm sure that's something that gets revealed to us at some point in the future. Okay, then. Oh, well, that's a failure on our part. It should put us back up there. You'd think Basm would be an expert on them, considering he allegedly was responsible for their construction. What am I supposed to do to get over there? I don't think I could have done that any better. Well, clearly I could have. I really am having trouble in my brain associating this Basm with the Basm I played in the last game in Mirage, because they kind of feel like different characters. I really didn't get to see at any point how young Basm becomes old Basm, how you connect those dots. I don't know. Like, he's a very different character. He's young, and he's... I'm talking specifically in Assassin's Creed Mirage. He's this sort of young man trying to figure out his way in the world. I gotta go back now and figure out what does she say about him when we find Roshan in this game? Oh shoot, this thing's about to go! Could we actually have just gotten there from here? I wonder. That would maybe what the game had in mind. Yeah, it kind of seems like that's what the game... Oh, well, I should have waited a second. I don't know why I went. Because they didn't have the best, you know, sort of final moment together in Mirage. Things got a little rough, and then I think she left the order was the implication there. So, yeah, I'm really struggling with this, and I don't know why. Maybe we can get it easier from this side? Gotta wait. I think we gotta have, like, perfect timing, though. No, we don't. No. In fact, it's still up. We definitely don't need perfect timing. Now, do we do that one next? But then how do we get to there? I reckon what we're supposed to do is turn that on there. And then we reposition this one back here. Probably to point at that one up there. But then that doesn't really answer how I'm supposed to make it all the way over there. Unless there is something I am missing. Like somewhere else I could point that one. Because I can't make that jump, and I can't make that jump. So what am I missing? What did I miss? What am I not getting? We take this one now. Oh! There you go. Oh, but wait. Oh, darn it. I've made a mistake. This one should have been kept there, and then that one should have been moved to that. I didn't realize it jumped back and forth between those 2 points. Well, now I'm in a real pickle, because here's what I gotta do. In order to get back over there, I have to set this one like this, and then I gotta go all the way back over here, and redo this one. Oh, and then I gotta do it again! Oh, I've made a horrible... I should have thought this through more. This is my fault. This is what I mean, though. They're just kind of time-consuming and irritating. And Basm just doesn't jump properly sometimes, which makes it even worse. There's no reason we shouldn't have been able to make that jump. Even though this is the first one I've done with Basm, I've done them before with Layla, and she doesn't jump properly either sometimes. Wait a minute. Well, I guess all I had to do was get the angle slightly better, and it wouldn't be blocked by that anymore. So every time I fell because that one ceased to exist was just through my own ignorant incompetence. Yeah, because I was aiming it like that. What are you kidding me? I did not realize that it went all the way across. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset with myself now. I've got no one to be mad at. I've got no one to blame. It's all on me this time. It's all on me. That shouldn't have taken nearly as long as it did. You're glad now, though, aren't you, that you've never had to watch me do this before? I don't think these have ever made it into another Let's Play. I feel they either get cut or they're done off camera. So help me, that thing's moving fast. Oh, shoot. Yep. Nope. Am I safe up here? No! All the way back! To answer the question, I was safe up there. Yes, can confirm. Which means we're going to go back up here. We're going to stay up here for a second. Going to wait for that one behind me. Okay. Oh, easy, Basim, easy. Easy. Okay. Still unsure what all this accomplishes, but we'll figure it out as we go. Oh, heavens.
I have spoken with the mother, the father, the sacred voice. They have assured me their success is imminent. Our people will survive the cataclysm.
Well, 6 times they have tried to save us. 6 times they have failed. Forgive me if I have my doubts.
The mother is working on a 7th. A bold solution. Risky. But she's confident it can work.
And what does the father say? Or the voice? They are strangely silent these days.
Don't know what that's referencing. I mean, Isu stuff, of course. Here's the thing. I've not... In the earlier games, I didn't pay attention to a lot of these sort of Isu stuff hidden in the games. And I've been trying to do better lately, especially starting in Assassin's Creed... Odyssey, Origins a little bit too. I feel like after Assassin's Creed 3, the Isu stuff kind of went by the wayside. Like, yeah, there were powerful Isu artifacts and locations, but there wasn't a whole lot of new story content, or I just wasn't looking for it or seeing it. It kind of feels like that all peaked with 3 when you activate the machine from a cave in North America. And then it just sort of went away for a bit. Oh, jeez. Oh, shoot. Oh, he's clumsy. He's a clumsy boy. It is my fault, but it's not on me here, okay? I think we can make it. I think we can make it all the way to this one. Oh, I'm supposed to get on top of it, aren't I? Of course I am. Obviously, you don't just stand behind the thing. It's the whole ground that is lava. Yep, there we go. All right. What I was going to say is, I feel like it came back a bit in Origins and then a lot in Odyssey. And then in this game, they're like, we're all back in on the Isu stuff. Because you have, especially in Odyssey, you go back into sort of a version inside of... I guess it's happening inside of Cassandra's brain. In her mind, she kind of sees this Atlantis sort of representation of Isu culture, but probably not spot on exact.
The fragment of an ancient memory.
Oh yeah. Okay. Absolutely. I've seen Tron. I know what's going on here. I'm with you. Secret treasure in a secret treasure cave. Did anyone else as kids ever dream about finding hidden treasure? I remember as a kid, I got a... I watched the metal detector commercial, and the guy is finding, like, wow, I found $30 billion worth of gold on the beach. And it's clearly an infomercial. It's not real, but my little child brain was like, I bet I could do that. I bet you if I got me a metal detector, I can make all kinds of money. I don't know why that's what I sounded like as a child. Isn't that... I've never watched Family Guy, but I've seen clips, and I'm pretty sure that's the creepy old man's voice. Hey, kids. I hope they don't take the 20s strapped to my thighs. That's not what I sounded like as a child, let me tell you. But no, I thought I would get a metal detector and then become rich, you know, and that didn't happen because as it turns out, the most useless things that you find, the most interesting things you find with the metal detector tend to be, oh, I see where we're headed. I see what we're about to do. They tend to be things like old cans, which was cool. I remember digging up old Coke cans, and I'm like, first off, why is this a foot underground? I understand how civilizations go missing now. But also cool, nice to have, right? Neat old Coca-Cola can from, you know, the ancient bygone era of 1980. Hi, big boy. I see that you've survived many assaults, but you're probably also likely in a great deal of pain, owing to all of the things sticking out of your body. I'm here to help you. I'm here to relieve your suffering. Trust me on this one. They can't even hit me. I'm not even, like, dodging at this point. I'm just keeping up the attack, and Eivor is, like, stuck to his flanks like glue. I did dodge that one. I'm underneath him. I'm inside of him. We've merged. We've become one being. We've become one soul. Truly, I say to you, truly. What does this do? I mean, I know what hitting his weak spots eventually does. Oh, buddy. Not good stuff for you. Okay, even though I don't have arrows, I should still be able to do that. I probably shouldn't have been, like, at ground zero for it. That's unfortunate. Oh, I was getting ready to do one of these. I wanted to throw the axes. Doesn't work as well when he's standing right on top of you, but surprisingly does still work. Yeah, that's it. Just hit him. Hit him with reckless abandon. Make him feel the pain. I can't imagine people are just hunting him for sport, right? There's got to be a good reason why he's got all of these bits inside of him. Like, people have been after him because he keeps eating everybody's babies or something like that. I don't know the details. What I do know is that the beast's menacing days are behind him? I don't know. I was trying to come up with something clever, and nothing came to mind. The beast's reign of terror. Why didn't I just say that? Why didn't that come to mind? It's only after the moment's gone does it come to me! I don't think I can actually freeze to death in the cold water. Because watch, like, it gets cold, and I take a little bit of damage. But then, remember, I heal over time. So I heal back up. And then we're just fine. Like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna take more damage? It doesn't look like it. Seems like I'm just gonna make it alright. Oh, okay, there we go, a little bit of damage. Good thing I got some arrows back. Otherwise, we'd be up Popsicle Creek without a... Up Chocolate Creek without a popsicle stick. Pretty sure that's what he says. Ooh, hell skip! My favorite way to save time. I see you. Secret tunnel. Or more like secret cave. Very small secret cave with clover and silver, and that's about it. Nothing else useful back here. Hello? Can I not get through here? What was all that? Why was that such a complicated matter? I see what this is gonna be now. Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare is what this is gonna be. Some kind of strange puzzle I gotta solve. Can't just grab hold of the ice ledge. Gotta figure out where the game wants me to go. Where it's gonna let me go. Oh boy, it's a jumpy puzzle. Yep, that's why they're putting arrows in here. It's to get us ready for this. Toggle what? Disguise? I'm good, thanks. I wish the game... I talked about this. Note on wet paper. They all blame me, but what could we do? Stay out there and get smashed against the rocks. We may be trapped, but we live. They watch me looking for hope even as their hate burns hot in this damp prison. It's too hard to see in these storm-stirred waters. Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? There better be something really good in this chest now. There's not. There's iron ore and leather, and not that much of it. I really appreciate, and this might sound weird, but the song's been stuck in my head. I appreciate the sudden influx of people who know and are interested in the song The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, as originally written and performed by Gordon Lightfoot. That's correct, a Canadian. Yeah, every so often they churn out something worthwhile. Canada really is like, if you've ever read the Bible, and they're always talking about Jesus, and isn't he from Galilee? And they're like, what good ever came out of Galilee? That's Canada, okay? Like, what good ever came out of Canada? Michael Bublé, okay? Colin Mockery, I think? Justin Bieber, he has his moments. Gordon Lightfoot, though, that's the good that came out of Canada. God bless him. I don't know why that song is, like, I don't know what cultural thing happened to make that song suddenly popular, but I love that song. A long time ago, so my parents, like my dad in particular, kind of grew up being a big Gordon Lightfoot fan, and I remember the first time I ever heard the consciously registered Gordon Lightfoot song was we actually went into Walmart, because Dad was talking about it. We were on a road trip, and he was talking about Gordon Lightfoot, and I hadn't heard Gordon Lightfoot. I was like, why don't they play more Gordon Lightfoot on the radio? And we went to a Walmart, and like my mom picked up, this was on the road trip, one of like best of Gordon Lightfoot albums, and we listened to that in the car. And then the second song, I'm pretty sure it was the second or the fourth song on the CD, was Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And I was captivated by it because I was like, oh, he's telling a story. And then my mom was like, yeah, that's a real story. That's a real thing that happened. I went, what? You can just do that? I was very young. I was like, you just tell a real story in a song? Like a thing that actually happened? You can turn that into a song? Blew my mind. Loved Gordon Lightfoot ever since then. He's got some fantastic songs. That is not at all what I wanted to do, and I have no clue why it's what you did, and I'm very upset with you right now, Eivor. My anger for you burns with the white-hot intensity of 1,000 suns. I'm gonna make you jump off a cliff again later, but it's not gonna be like that. You're not gonna like what happens. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of valuable resources up here. I'm gonna get it all because it's here, and I'd feel bad not. Like, that bird over there's losing its mind. I owe it to the bird to collect all of the iron. No, but seriously, can we get this bird out of here? Ah, I'm sorry! I didn't think it would kill it. It's better than being stuck in a rock for the rest of your life, though. It made such a horrific noise. I didn't think I could feel that bad about killing a video game bird, but I feel like an absolute monster. Did I miss treasure up there? I mean, it doesn't count towards completion. But if we go up there and get that treasure, we can then run back down here and get that treasure, and then go complete this area. And that'll be this section done. Then we just go over here, grab all of these. I'm sorry, there's an iron mine. Is this like a city or an encampment of some kind? I don't remember seeing that. And then it's just back up here to Gungnir. Gungnir. It's like when a bad guy dies. It's like, oh, where's he going? Gungnir. But what is a bad guy? It's anyone who's sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. That's all of us. But hey, don't lose hope. For while we were yet sinners, Christ died for our sins. Hold on to that little nugget. It'll get you through the long, hard nights. Oh my gosh, I came down here without collecting the treasure. Gosh darn it, we'll grab this one. And then we'll go back up there. Yep, more leather, more iron. These treasures are not worth the effort. Just throwing that out there. Really, really don't think we need to go back up here for this other one, but we're going to. Alright. Iron and leather. Yeah, it wasn't worth it. Can confirm. I'm not sure what this one's gonna end up being. Oh, a Viking!
I am a fortress impenetrable.
I think that's probably not true, and I think you're probably looking for a noble death.
Only shields.
I am impervious to all but the iron of a true drinker. Ragnar Lothbrok knew this, and bade me carry only boards, as a challenge. Now he is gone, and I remain. I wish to die, but I cannot, for he made me too strong. Now I spend my time longing for his company.
You must have a weak point.
None that I'm aware of. I was always the center of Ragnar's shield wall. He trusted me with the defenses of his great army. My flesh, scarred and trained by Ragnar, is now like an iron weave. It pains me. How can I join him if none can kill me in battle? I see no way in which this can occur. Unless you prove me wrong, fair challenger.
Aren't you supposed to die wielding an axe, though? Or maybe it's the case that it's just like you have to wield your weapon, and if his weapon is a board or his bare hand or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Let me do the honor of breaking Ragnar's shield wall.
I hope you will. Let me now prepare the shield wall. Lord Ragnar, will this be the day? Stand fast,
All right,
warrior.
buddy.
And if Loki
I think
rules
I
the
could just,
day,
like, knock
you may
him
have
right
it.
off the cliff here,
I am a fortress impenetrable.
and that would be it.
This is my skill. This is my curse.
Yep.
I am.
I thought that they would do something to prevent it, right? Like, they knew we would try that. No, you just kick him clean off. That's fine. That's all good. It's all fine. It's all good. Let's get what we came here for. The treasure. Let's take all of his stuff. And we'll be on our merry way. Oh, I think I could see him down there, too. He's down there by my horse thing. Wait, how did my critter end up down there? Wait, no, hold on. Why are you down here, actually? I don't know why you're down here. I know why he's down here. I kicked him down here. Poor guy. Poor guy. We'll leave him be. Man, the music just got really good. I'm into this. I'm very much into this. Alright. Oh, we can raid this place. That's not what I meant to do, but I guess that's what we're doing. I kind of thought it was just like a nearby village, but let's go! In fact, to reach the last treasure around here, we probably have to do a raid, because we're probably going to need our... You know what? We should have stormed the place first, though, and then killed everyone, and then started the raid, so that I don't have to deal with all their BS. Now I have to deal with all their BS, which is unfortunate. Oh, help, I've fallen, and I can't get up! That's what we're going to have to deal with. Well, fortunately, they left their doors open, because they were trusting people who have never been invaded. Bless them. They're now being just horribly, cruelly assaulted for no reason. I literally just want your stuff. Like, I don't even want to kill you. I thought this was just a village I could come to and steal stuff peacefully. But I've been proven wrong, I guess. You know what we haven't done in a long time? Is get free stuff. So that's something we need to remember to check in on. Trying to also get all of the, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Trying to stay on top of my collection while I'm here, right? Because I've got to collect all the stuff while I'm in the area. So we want to make sure we get everything. You never stood a chance anyway, man. Can I hop down there and grab that and then hop back up here without ending the raid? Because I don't want to end the raid. I just want to come over here and grab this real quick. Yeah. Oh, we got to go all the way back around now. Unless we can get in right here. Hey! And we're back to Ulvanos Iron Mine. Who runs this operation? Watch this. Kick him. Hit him a couple of times. Dead. This guy's not even paying attention. He's facing the wrong direction. That's not how you defend your city, man. There's nothing in the grass. This guy. This guy is ready. Not for me, though. He's ready for a fight. He's not ready for me. Not even that tree could help him. Here we go. I would expect their leader to be in here. Maybe it's this guy? If so, doing a really poor job of protecting his folks. Oh, big surprise, unexpected. My guy showing up here was also unexpected. I didn't think he was coming by here. This guy is a beautiful battle cry. Not gonna do him any good. The kind of guy who worries more about sort of how he's perceived in battle than how he actually performs. Again, another guy who ran up with the shield, like, just ready to bash me, but got kicked to the curb. Where are you going? You're just running past all kinds of people to start a fight. Oh! Further up and further in! I felt so depowered, I guess you might say, during the Mirage Let's Play that this takes it all back. Oh, gosh darn it. Sorry, what? I could just pick up a random item on the ground and throw it. I knew that. I guess I'd forgotten. I love that thing where we can charge forward and kick. I feel like I did not use that a lot before, if at all. It's great. It's so fun. Whoa! Did a little jig there. I don't know who you folks are, but you're wearing my colors. Come on out, help us fight. It's appreciated. Everyone is welcome. Oh, jeez. None of the gold so far has necessitated my crew be with me to collect it. In fact, it looks like the final treasure in the entire region might be the only bit that requires my crew to collect it. And so far, none of them have died. We are a little overpowered for where we're at and what we're doing. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to do whatever that was. You know what I did? In Assassin's Creed Mirage, when you parry someone, you can hit F to instantly assassinate them. And so I parried them, and I just, you know, it's second nature at this point. I played so much of that game here recently that after parrying him, I hit F, you know, reflex and all that. And instead it threw down a smoke screen. I didn't know we could do that. Had no idea that was a thing we had the ability to do. Don't know if we've ever done it before. There's wolves up here. I'm really just here for like one thing, and it doesn't even really involve y'all. Two things, I guess, because we're oh, it's a rabid wolf as well. Oh, if you folks have been tracking the rabies scare, the rabid kitten that bit me that wasn't rabid, and I was only ever like being paranoid. It did show back up, and it's not dead. And if it's not dead after like 45 days after it bit me, then it definitely wasn't rabid when it bit me. It came back up and was looking for food again. It was it and one of the gray ones, and I was like, wow, you guys are surviving, huh? There was 5 of you, and now there's 2. But you guys are surviving at least. Who's left? Who am I aiming at? Rabid wolf still? Yeah, no, the wolves are a bit of a hassle. Oh, yeah, look, the rabid wolf actually managed to get one of my guys. This is what I'm talking about. They're such a pain. Stop hitting me! Stop biting me! Oh, good gosh, I'm trying to help someone up here. Stop it. Get out. Alright, on your feet. Whatever is in this cave. Wait, is it in the cave or is it in here? Oh. Okay, well, I assumed whatever we were looking for was in the cave, the iron mine. I didn't need help to get that. I got that out just fine by myself. And the mine's closed off. I think we're done here, folks. I don't think there's anything left for us to do. Yeah, can confirm. Nothing left. We have to grab that on our way over to, what is that picture? Apparently there must be a cave. Because whoever took that picture did it up there. These are the 3 objects I'm most interested in. Well, what you'd think would be the cave entrance is definitely not. And I didn't see any other ones on my way up here. Do see you. Yeah! Oh, there are more guys trapped back here. Fellas, come on out. Join my crew. Come live in Ravensthorpe. The more the merrier. Let's get out of here, shall we? What?
Now you pay.
Wait, who are you? Wait, who is this? Blood Vikinger. This person knows what they're doing. Hold on, I've got them poisoned, I think. I'm trying to hit... Ah, darn it. This person is like the real deal. This guy's gotta be their leader. Look at that fancy shield he's got. There we go. Oh, almost kicked him up there. Oh, I thought that was a bed. I was gonna say it'd be really cool if he finished like by kicking him onto his bed. Are we done? Is this it? Is that the end of it? Is that everyone dead? Somehow more live. I guess I'd never dealt with these guys in the watchtower, so that actually makes sense. And that did not hit. I don't need to shoot them all. I don't need to be here. We're done. I don't need to be called a crow's dinner. Looks like there's literally in the entire map 1 guy left. There we go. There's no one left to fight. There's no one left to kill. Normally the game will automatically call the end of one of these, but it looks like we're just gonna go.
Eivor, look! A military outpost.
I know. We were just there. We just did the whole thing. Why would we raid it again?
Hey, stop that!
I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. At long last, we are finally arriving at the location that I kind of started this video off saying we were going to go to, which is just a place we've already been once before, so that we can just look back in one little room off to one side and discover that whatever the glowing light was that I saw is either unreachable or nothing worth looking at. It's been 1 hour and 22 minutes since I started this recording. I just got caught up. I've got like a YouTube video open on one screen. I'm enjoying wandering about the world. It's a good time. You know, a lot of just basic Assassin's Creed mechanics are fun. You know, fighting polar bears. It's the sort of thing I really don't want to do it for 1,000 hours, which is why I'm not really excited about Shadows, because I know it's going to be an overly long, bloated mess of a game. I would much prefer if it was this much tighter, focused experience. But I also know that when I do eventually get around to playing it, whenever that will be, probably not in February, but when I do eventually get around to playing it, I'm going to enjoy my time with it, I'm sure. Some of my time with it. Probably not all of it. Probably not all of it. I'm also, I realized that the amount of space you have to put games in, I thought this was interesting, right? And that's why Shadow is a bit of an anomaly, and I don't know what to think of it. But all of the games from the first game forward went forward in time, right? So you started with the Crusades, and then you went to the Renaissance, and then so on and so forth, until you got to Syndicate, and then like, okay, we got to go backwards. And then you go back to ancient Egypt, and then you go back even further to Greece, and then you go forward to this, and then you go back a little bit with Mirage, but with that, we're now like, there's not much between this game, Valhalla, and the original Assassin's Creed game, from 2007. They've really done a lot to close that gap in, but like, you can go back and forth. It doesn't need to go linearly. There's still a lot of games that I want to see. I still think that an ancient India game from back before it was called India. I think that some of the games, I think a South American, Inca game would be really cool. A Christopher Columbus game exploring the New World where you get to play as Christopher Columbus. That would be fun and not at all controversial. But there's so many different ones you could do. South Africa was one that Gilliam mentioned. That would be cool. I think American West, Wild West, would be such a cool concept and setting for a game. Are you kidding me? That would be awesome. Imagine wandering around the Old West, like an Old West town, and you're an assassin. What I really want to see is an improvement to the Assassin's Creed Assassin's mechanics, right? I want to be an assassin. And I think that taking some inspiration from the modern Hitman games would be a great call. Have us, this is what I wanted to go look at, whatever this is. Give us disguises that we have to put on that allow us to walk around places without being suspect. Yeah, whatever this is, it does not come up on the map, so I wanted to go look at this when we came back here with Sigurd.
A strange find.
Indeed it
Spear
is.
like Odin's.
Yep. I guess that's what that is. I don't know. We've kind of dealt with Odin already.
Gungnir, is it you?
We should have just come and done this earlier, before we went and did the final, bit of the game. What does that accomplish for us? Gungnir Spear. Do I have it equipped now as well? Can I throw it? No. Okay. That's it. That's all we needed. Okay. That's the whole reason I wanted to come back here. We should have just come back here and gotten it. That tells a story, though. That spear was run into that door there to either bring it down or lock it closed or something. That's pretty cool. Can I get back into the room where the machine is? Can I go look at Basim's body? Probably not. I'm assuming that area is now locked off. Probably just can't come and go in there as you please. Yeah, the door is shut. That's unfortunate. But there you go. This is where Layla came. It goes in the past, future, future past, future redeemed. Can you not get back out? No, you absolutely can. Okay, and there's no reason other to be here. Yeah, no, we're good. Then as we emerge back into the cave, with the full light flooding in, comment down below, let me know what interesting regions you'd like to see in future Assassin's Creed games. Let me know if you think setting the game in some sort of distant future is a mistake that they shouldn't do. Because I think it is. Apparently, the way that I heard it explained was that all future games, there's going to be this nexus where the main, the future story takes place. And then all the little games are like offshoots of that nexus, like spokes coming off of a hub. And that's going to be the wheel that is Assassin's Creed. And I'm not here for it, but Howdy Folks has been 100%ed, as has Regjafilk has been 100%ed completed. So, I mean, there's literally no reason for us to ever now come back to Norway, except for there's two little treasures inside of this hall, but those aren't important, and probably there are others like them. There's not. No, we 100%ed everything else. Even back on Tutorial Island, we cleaned that place out. That feels like so long ago. We are going to go back here and grab those 2 treasures, because after that we can leave Norway. We're done. We never have to come back to Norway ever again. I might never replay this game, it's just occurred to me. I might die. And at some point in the distant future, having never played this game a second time. Which isn't really sad. It does make me sad to think that I will die someday. Not because I fear death or anything. I mean, I'll live eternally in heaven with God. That'll be great. But it's kind of sad to know that I won't be able to play all the video games. You ever have that moment where you realize there's too many games being made, there's too many games that have already been made. If you really want to play them all to 100% completion, you can't. You're just never going to. And that makes me sad. It's like, I guess I gotta focus on certain things in life. That's just true of life in general, I guess. That's just the reality of the nature of the world. Oh, we can go talk to this guy. I'm gonna go steal all of his stuff first, then we'll go have a chat with him. I hate that the game won't let me run. The game is forcing me to walk. That is upsetting. I would like to run. I want to move more quickly. Get a nice little attic here. Leather and iron. Shocking twist. No one saw that coming. Wonder where all those guys are headed. Doesn't really matter. Let's get this thing out of the way. Oh, man. I thought they were going to make me go around to the other side and, like, shoot something to clear a path. Where's the treasure at? That's not... Oh, that's going to get old real soon. Going to get old real soon. Oh, it's, like, up there. No, I think I have to climb to it. I can think of no practical reason to store something like this, unless you never wanted anyone else to get it, including yourself, or it was meant to be a challenge all along. And you know what? To the victor goes the spoils. I completed your challenge. How are you doing? I don't mean to be creepy. He just won't stand back up. I'm hitting the button to make him stand back up. He won't. He's stuck in this position for some reason. I guess we'll see if we can have a chat.
You are Eivor, yes?
Yes.
Of the Raven's flock? I heard you had returned. Not with war on your mind, I hope.
War is never far from my mind, King Harold. But I have no quarrel with you.
Good to hear. Have your victories in England satisfied your itch for conquest?
Ask me again in 10 or 20 years, when the island is all Norse and Dane, and men have forgotten the name of King Alfred.
So what brings
I
you
wonder if
here?
that King Alfred
My
storyline
shores.
will wrap up. If so, we should come here
Styrbjörn,
and speak with him again.
of a man I call father and friend. I want to ask that in his dying days you will tend to him with respect, with honor, and see that he dies with dignity.
I will do what I can for the man, for he has been a loyal retainer.
Don't look at us while we
There's
have this
only so
conversation,
much
though.
I
Whatever
can
you
do.
do, King Harold.
A man must care for himself.
What you say is fair. Only watch over him, and if he should wreck himself in your care, that will be his burden to bear.
That I will do.
Okay. Now, normally if there's a little symbol above their head, that means there's more to say.
Your army is impressive.
Impressive enough to join?
No, not today. But who can say where fate will fling us?
Indeed. Let us hope we both land on the same side.
Okay, let's go defeat King Alfred and see whether or not that bit of dialogue changes. I would like to run, at least I'm standing upright this time. Or, ooh, wait a minute, hold on. Let's go talk to Sigurd's father one more time. And see if we can get any kind of closure there. Because we kind of left on semi-bad terms when we pulled out of here last time. I'm assuming he's still going to be down at the bar. That's where we left him. Yeah, that's got to be him right there. Let's see if we can have any kind of closure with him before we head out and literally never come back here.
Styrbjörn, please, before you drown yourself in ale.
Eivor? Is that you again, or does my mind play a cruel trick on me?
It is me, old man.
My child. My dear child. I only did what I thought was best. You must know that.
I'm not here for that old business. I've come to tell you of Sigurd.
Why? What has happened?
After some thought, he decided to return to England. With me, to be with his clan.
Ah, good. In our last meeting, his attitude seemed so final. But you are together, as you should be. I'm glad. Very glad.
Take care of yourself, hmm?
Beautiful. I read what might be the worst article I've ever read in gaming from someone who is very bitter, hateful, and spiteful, I assume, just based on the way the article was written. This guy looks legendary, but we're going to give him a pass. But basically, they were talking about how there's a good ending and a bad ending with Sigurd. They got the bad ending, and the way that I read it was that they were trying to make up for that by being like, well, actually, I think that's better anyway. When in reality, like, the reason they got the bad ending is because they're a bad person. They're morally reprehensible, and they were trying to cover for like, well, actually, I'm glad that I got the bad ending because screw Sigurd anyway. It's like you don't get it. You don't understand friendship, in particular, male friendships, the masculine bond of two guys who are closer than brothers, right? I think that their position, I believe it was a woman who wrote the article. I have to go back and find it. It's been a month ago now, but their position was that, well, Sigurd was being a bit of a jerk anyway. So I'm glad he didn't come back with us to Ravensthorpe. It's like, dude, that is Eivor's brother. Not literally blood brother, but close as brothers. Closer than brothers. They're best friends. Obviously, Eivor stood by his best friend, even when he was going through a hard time. That's the crux of the story. That's the core of the story. This person didn't stand by them. This person was antagonistic towards Sigurd and just, like, snippy with him. Like, you're gonna treat me like that. I played the game the way I knew Eivor would. Eivor would stick by Sigurd, even if Sigurd was making bad ideas. You don't have to agree with everything he does, but you have to stick with him and be there for him. Because in the end, it worked out. In the end, he said, you know what? I have been mistaken. I hand the clan over to you, Eivor. And I didn't do it to get the clan. I did it because that's what you do for your friend. When they start going down a bad path, you don't just get snippy with them. You don't go down the bad path with them either. But you stand strong, you be the firm one, you be the strong one, you say what you're doing is wrong. But you can always come to me, and I will always support you. And you just hope and you pray that they will find their way out or be guided back out, rejoin you, and you can continue on in fellowship. That's how I played the game, which is why at the end I didn't have to write a bitter, angry article about how I played the game wrong and got the bad ending. But actually, it's the good one. Thank you, folks, for watching. Next time, I'll see you all in Ravensthorpe, and we'll continue our adventure. Till then, God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.